What's going on, everybody, and welcome to the Other Side of the Firewall podcast. We talk about the latest and greatest of cybersecurity news, as well as we highlight those movers and shakers and glass ceiling breakers, those people of color who've made it to the other side of the proverbial firewall. My name is Ryan Williams, and as always, I'm joined by Shannon Tynes.
What's up? What's up?
And LeVon Maynard will return. It's like the end credit to to a Marvel flick. LeVon Maynard will return, but he's not here this week. He should be back next week. Definitely continue to tune in or tune back into us. So Monday and Tuesday are topics. Mondays had to do with the Colorado Utility Company losing some PII. Tuesday, so yesterday's episode, dealt with a memo of understanding between the National Security Agency for Saudi and our homeland and CISA to basically monitor and work better together to protect each nation's interest in cybersecurity. So definitely tune in for that one. But today, our discussion revolves around an article. Let me see. This one comes from the BBC, and it's by Joe Tidy. Predatory Sparrow, who are the hackers who say they started a fire in Iran? Or who are, I said like statements of question. Who are the hackers who say they started a fire in Iran? So there is a crazy video out there and photos from a Iranian steel maker. Or 2 weeks ago, they had a fire. So the CCTV footage of the incident showing factory workers leaving part of the plant before a machine starts spewing molten steel and fire. The video ends with people pouring water on the fire with hoses. So this is a real world instance of a cybersecurity attack that led to kinetic results, right? Like we always talk about, like, cyber warfare is the future. They're like, oh, well, like people don't get hurt or injured, like they lose PII, things of that nature, ransomware, they lose money. But no, like a cyber attack can literally take down a power grid. If you remember way back in the day, we had Stuxnet, which was a worm, right? It wasn't a Trojan, it was a worm because it traversed countless systems before it finally got to Iranian centrifuge and caused damage, right? Like they tried to melt down a reactor using a cyber attack. Like the cyber attacks are real and they're really dangerous if performed by the right hackers. And they hit the right vulnerable systems, right? Like we talked about Korea. North Korea got the internet taken down, right? They had a humongous DDoS attack from one man. One man claimed that he did it. He was like, I was mad and I did my research and I took down their internet of a whole nation. Even though they're smaller, right? It's still very impressive and very scary. Just think if it was 10 of him in a room and he attacked a bigger country, what damage could he have done? So these things are definitely real. The group that took responsibility, they're called Predatory Sparrow. I'm sure they have a different name as well, but that's what we've been calling them. Yeah, it's a Persian group with a Persian name that I cannot pronounce. But yeah, this attack happened on the 27th, and it was very aggressive. That's my phone. It was very aggressive, and it's just showing what the future could potentially hold. What do you think about this, Shannon?
So yeah, I mean, we were kind of talking offline, right? And I was just like, look, man, Israel did this. As much as they're trying to deny it, like Israel, they did this, right? Because Israel and Iran have been going back and forth for years. You know what I'm saying? Just like with Stuxnet, right? Like they didn't really come out and say, yeah, we did it, but like there were so many things pointing to Israel did this when it came to Stuxnet. But like even in Israel, they got media reports, right? Like so, their defense minister Benny Gantz ordered an investigation into the leaks, right? Because they got Israeli journalists over there that are heavily hinting that Israel's behind the hack, right? So you
Right.
got your own media like, yeah, we did that. You know what I mean? So they're trying to be like, whoa, we're not claiming this, right? But it's kind of like it's kind of like a throwaway type thing, like, nah, we didn't do it, you know, and then they smirk as they walk away, you know what I mean? Nah,
Right.
that's, you know, then but yeah, this is one of those things where now something I will say about this, right, and something that they actually point out in the article is that they did make sure the area was clear. So it seems to me like it wasn't just that they did they penetrated to perform the action of dumping the molten steel or whatever. They actually made sure the area was clear before it happened. So
All right.
that led me to believe that they were looking through CCTV before they did what they did, right? So they were
Right.
already in there before all that happened. They were just looking at the cameras like, okay, it's clear now. Let's dump some steel. You know what I mean? So they're not I don't want to say they're not being malicious, right? Because it is malicious, but they were doing this kind of safely, right, to make sure no lives were lost from it.
Right.
But but yeah, like when it's Iran, if something happens in Iran, Israel's the first place people look. Like everybody just like everybody just turns their head like, yeah, y'all do that?
It was you.
Yeah, we know it was you. But yeah, I mean, this isn't the first time, especially when it comes to Iran, right? Like they have a contentious relationship with not just Israel, right? But like it's the US and other nations that are over there around them. Just contentious, right? So the list could be long, but there's always that person at the top, and it's Israel in this instance. But
Right.
yeah, it's sad that it has to come to this, right? But I mean, this is the way of the world right now. And this is what goes on, and uh, the stakes are getting a little bit higher, right? Because when it's a steel production plant, like that's everywhere you look, there's steel, right? So it's not
Right.
like it's just for like nuclear weapons or anything like that. This is for something that could be for infrastructure in Iran, right? It could
Yeah.
be
Building
bridges,
building houses and
buildings. Yeah,
cars and
exactly.
tanks.
Yep,
Right.
exactly,
All that.
exactly. So the stakes are getting higher when it comes to what's going on right now. But this is the world we live in, man, and this is what we see.
Yeah.
Israel.
Right. And then it's for me, like because you're not supposed to be impressed by people not doing the right thing, right? But it's the amount of probably effort and dedication. Like we have to figure out what kind of machinery are they using in the steel mill. What's the attack surface on that? What ports and protocols are they using to provide whatever signals and information to that CCT? Like they full out assault. Like they were deep into their systems in order to make this happen. Um, it's very impressive, the amount of reconnaissance that it would take to get there, right? The miter kill chain, like they all that stuff. Um, and just the people on the red side just seem to be just that much further ahead, right? Like that because it's fun. It's you know what I mean, it provides results, it get instant gratification. The protection of it's hard, like to figure out like how to stop that from happening is in my opinion much more difficult. um, and the practice of keeping it up because things are always changing. So like I don't know, like red team wins on this one again.
Like you said, red team is the fun, right? Nobody wants to be blue team. Everybody wants to be red. Like
Right,
no, you got to worry about us, right? Like I don't have to worry about you. You know what I mean? So
right. But yeah, crazy article. I suggest if you're not have not seen it already, go check it out. It was all over my timeline, so it was a no brainer for this week. But yeah, real world results from a cyber attack. So um, this is a warning, right? It can happen to any nation, any facility if you're not properly protected. So definitely plug those holes, right? Deny those protocols, all that good stuff. But um, so again, Monday, Tuesday are topics, Wednesday's discussion. Please tune in for Friday's episode where we talk about all the stuff. We try to catch up on all the things that we've been doing over the past couple of weeks. And like, share, subscribe. If you can, please leave us comments. I'm starting to see comments rolling to YouTube. Always get comments on LinkedIn, so we definitely like that. Hit up all of our socials that go by our name. And you can hit me up personally. I'm at RyRy Security Guy. That's RYRY Security Guy. I am on Clubhouse, LinkedIn, Twitter, and TikTok. And LeVon is LeVon Maynard at Twitter. So stay safe, stay secure.